Dear audience, I am an university teacher of Academy of Economic Studies from the Republic of Moldova, and I would like to make the presentation of my topic. It's individual versus group work strategies for English language learners. The most popular forms of any foreign language learning are individual and group forms, according to methodology based on curriculum with support from Cambridge University, focusing on critical thinking and content and language integrative learning. Practice shows that both methods are effective. Their effectiveness depends on the purpose for learning a foreign language. Communication with people is one of the essential human needs. For this reason, a group lesson is natural. While learning in a group, it is possible to achieve two goals: to learn English and overcome the fear of communicating in a foreign language. The importance of this work is determined by the fact that the choice of methods and foreign language teaching techniques affects the language proficiency. Individual learning lets students work at their own pace, which has positive and negative aspects. Additionally, individual learning requires students to manage their time, which some students may not handle quite well. Teachers should spend time teaching learning skills if necessary and should always provide structure with individual learning. As Jeremy Harmer comments, teaching collaborative learning takes planning, maybe more in the secondary setting. Teachers have to explain expectations and assign different roles for each group member. Teachers also monitor students so they stay on tasks. Students may work faster than they do individually because they have more help and assistance. They could work slower, however, if the group does not function well or if some members need extra explanation. The role of homework in collaborative learning. According to scholars' considerations, David Johnson's and Roger Johnson's, teachers typically assign different types of homework for individual and group works. It is easier for teachers to assign homework to individuals because the students only depend on themselves to fulfill the assignment. While in collaborative learning, homework consists of larger assignments. Collaborating outside the classroom is also a struggle, as students may not be able to fulfill the task, even though group work is regarded in whole as a useful students' learning tool. Practice shows that students work at different speeds. The advantages of group work. We think that group work only works if everyone does their part. In other words, if only the entire group members work together, then they could contribute to the acquisition of new knowledge and stimulate learning to promote academic performance. The second, Professor Johnson's comments regarding the advantages and disadvantages of group work, as the advantages of having a group work is that all members are able to share their experiences, share workloads, and you can all test each other. In advantages of using a group work method is that many students can prepare themselves for class discussion, examination, or class presentations. Students can identify their weak points and learn new ideas to work and study effectively in a friendly and confident environment. In my own experiences, group work gives motivation to study. Now I will give you some examples of group work strategies. So the first one, picture guessing. Students are given pictures, a set of pictures, and the students describe the pictures of their choice to each other. So the skills that are developed here are listening, speaking, identifying, and describing. The teachers prepare the sets of pictures. They choose 3 or 4 topics. Select 12 pictures per topic or per team. They choose age-appropriate pictures of people and objects. They choose similar pictures so it's not immediately obvious which one is being described. So that's why it's picture guessing. The sample themes might be landscapes, individual people, groups of people, and sports. Another strategy might be interviews and polls. So here we have questioning and each other and giving answers. The interviews different, for example, celebrity interviews. Find someone who, asking questions, and TV interviews, radio program. Another one might be the job interviews. So offering them roles, role cards, and playing a role, yes, of the priest, of the engineer, yeah, the orphan child, the scientist, the doctor, and interviewing each other, asking and giving questions. Another might be the problem solving or a survivor. First, in their group, students discuss how they would face the emergency in the story, and they pick 5 items to help them survive. Students then write down the reasons for their 5 choices. Next, groups take turns explaining their choices to the class, who give feedback on their ideas. The class then votes to see if the group could survive using the items or not. Afterwards, the class discusses their solutions and comes up with a list of the 5 best survival items of the workshop. Why should a teacher use role plays in the classroom? So it's another strategy. So as it helps make abstract problems more concrete, facilitates learning across many areas of curricula, involves manipulating knowledge in exciting ways, demonstrates a practical integration of knowledge, skills, and abilities, involves applying knowledge to solving problems, involves direct experiential learning, develops sympathetic understanding, provides opportunities to speculate on uncertainty, promotes lifelong learning, provides immediate feedback. Another type is negotiations, like role plays on real life situations. So here, as well as the students are assigned different types of roles. So the topics might be, or the situations, the real life situations might be plan a surprise birthday party for a friend, asking for a pay rise, asking permission to go to a disco, enrolling in a gym, fitness instructor, a new member. Friends decide how to spend the day, negotiating the housework chores. Another one might be 1-minute talk. In pairs, students give each other a topic to talk about, and they have to talk uninterrupted for a minute. If your students lack imagination, you can use these ideas. 1-minute talk cards. Discussion questions. So in a sequence, the students, so logically, so they continue one topic, asking the questions. Another might be listening to news or podcasts and sharing to each other the ideas. Individually at home, they have a video watching, and the next day, so coming to class activity, so they share the ideas of the podcasts watched before, a day before. So here I have found the 22 strategies of group conversations, like debates, yes, like idea seminar, like fishbowl, like pair share, mentoring. Yeah, so this is agree, disagree, Socratic seminar. Another one, so the practicing the mindfulness via mindful moment cards. I distributed these mindful moment cards to the students, and logically, so they might think together to find the solutions to different situations. So these are the types of communicative activities: role plays, shortly interviews, information gap, games, surveys, debates, peer work, drama, learn by teaching. To summarize the above mentioned, all the advantages and disadvantages of methods, group work and individual work being the crucial aspects of foreign language learning and teaching that might effectively contribute to the teaching process. The students admitted improving their communicative skills and problem solving and teamwork skills. None of individuals can think the same way. This is the key factor in the group work and individual work methods. It is advantageous because differences in people's ways of thinking give way to many new solutions to the same issue. Finally, both group work and individual work as pedagogical tools are able to encourage and facilitate students' collaborative and active learning, along with individual ones in the English language learning. I'd like to thank you a lot and see you on other in conferences.